Ryan Stanton here in the sleepy Midwest town of Ada, Ohio, where every single football that you see on Sundays and Mondays and even Thursdays is made right here. In fact, they make 100 footballs for every man, woman, and child in the county. This plant makes about 700,000 footballs per year, including every single NFL ball. In fact, Wilson has been the only football throughout the history of the NFL. But to the folks here in Ada, Ohio, it's just another day on the job until it gets to the Super Bowl.
Everyone knows someone that's worked here or retired from here, so we don't really think too much of it around here. These past few years, I've actually got to attend the Super Bowl because I get to go out when we do the trip to the NFL experience. I've got to the past few years that I worked here, so I've actually got to see it, live in person, watch them bring that first ball out, knowing that I made that ball. It's a great feeling.
The balls made here are one of only 2 companies to make footballs in the United States. Some of the machinery is the most up to date, while much of it is nearly 3/4 of a century old. The key, though, is the people, each of which has years of experience doing a job that only a handful can do. After the leather arrives, it heads over to cutout, where the panels are made. Lloyd is a 42-year employee who will retire when he hits year 43 in a few months. He is able to cut out about 1,000 footballs per day. Next, the panels head over to get all the proper stamps and labeling. This is where all the names and logos are added. Next, the panels must be sewn together, one side at a time, on a sewing machine from the 1950s that was originally designed for sewing leather tack for horses. At this point, the ball is inside out, and one man has the duty of getting the out out and the in back in. Once this is done and a few more stitches are added, the air bladder is placed and the ball heads over to get the familiar laces. Once it's all said and done, the balls are off to the teams or to the shelves of your local stores. From the outside, this may be just another job, a factory that makes footballs, but to those that work here, it's much, much more.
Big old family in here.
The balls from the actual Super Bowl are sent out shortly after the teams are determined. The plant manager told me that they have a pizza party during the conference championship games, and as soon as the final team is decided, they change out the dies and start stamping the team names on the balls. In just a couple of weeks, they will make thousands of Super Bowl balls, and you can find the exact same handmade ball they will use in the big game at many local sports stores. The Super Bowl run may be impressive for the New England Patriots, but a little town of less than 6,000 has played in every single NFL game and every Super Bowl Sunday in the history of the sport. I'm Ryan Stanton from the Wilson Sporting Goods Football Factory here in Ada, Ohio. Have a great game day.